Okay, we're just going to morph right into this final agenda item that's actually posted as a second agenda item, as a second agenda. And this single item is consider and possibly approve renting a chipping machine from Romco for $16,500 per month, plus delivery charges to be paid back, hopefully by the county insurance claim. So I know very little bit about this. I threw this together in hopes that we certainly didn't want to wait until the following agenda, and I didn't want to wait till later on in the week so that hopefully we could lock this in. So who's in a position to best discuss this? You. We do have a situation where if the dollars are high enough, we would have to advertise for bids on this rental. But Barbara, bring us up to date on this situation.
I think there's really two pieces to this puzzle. There's getting the equipment rented so that y'all can continue with your chip seal. I know that time is of the essence and we need to get that done. I was told that, Dana, you got a quote from some other company that was $18,000
yes,
a month.
Caterpillar, I think, or Ednire.
Okay. So he had one quote that was $18,000 a month, and then this quote is from Romco for $16,500, which is a much better price. My concern is that if we keep it more than 3 months, then that's at 3 months we're at $49,500. The bid laws say $50,000.
Well, we can, this piece of machinery here, we can rent it by the month. It's like that other one was 3-month deal. This here's a bi-monthly deal on this one. So
yes, so we need to make sure that we don't keep it. You know, if we keep it 3 months flat, that's $49,500. If they're going to charge us for delivery, then we're going to have to back off of that in order to stay under the $50,000.
Most we're probably going to be able to chip seal weather-wise is 2 more months because about 1st October it's too cold. So we'll have to stop anyway. So there's no way we'll do a 3-month.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Yeah, I understand that $50,000.
Because purchasing is very, very important. So the other thing that I would like to visit with you about the repair of the equipment that's been broken is, again, and the man at Texas Association of Counties reminded me of this, Brett Anderson, we have to follow the purchasing requirements when we have equipment or buildings that are damaged, just as we did, if you recall, with the Justice Center. Glenn Calvert took care of that for us. He prepared those documents, he met with those vendors, he went over those things, made recommendations to the court, you know, who would need to do that. So if it costs more than $50,000 to get that chip sealer fixed, then we have to meet those requirements. Now, what I thought initially was that meant we'd have to, I don't know how we would write the specs, but write the specs to get that fixed, put it in the newspaper, 2 weeks, wait 2 more weeks. But we are eligible for a discretionary exemption that would allow us to do this through a different method and still meet the requirements. But here's the thing that's highlighted in this: provided that the Commissioner's Court by order first grants the exemption. So I'm going to ask you, before we proceed with getting that fixed, that you grant the exemption to the court. Now, one of the requirements, there's a whole list of requirements. The one that fits this instance is a procurement necessary because of unforeseen damage to public machinery, equipment, or other property. I would say that's very plain that applies here. Okay? But while we're doing this, my recommendation would be that y'all go ahead and approve this as a whole for anything that fits this in the future, so we are not then called to have a special meeting in the event something else is damaged. Now, Mr. Parker asked me, why was it we were having to do this now and we've not had to do it in the past? I'm not aware, and he did not remember a time when we had something damaged that cost over $50,000.
I don't either.
And the thing is this may not. It's just, I know a gentleman came out from R.B. Everett and was not able to tell us. Now, it's not just the labor or just the parts. It's everything it takes to make this get fixed. So it's going to include the transportation there, the transportation back, all the parts, all the labor, whatever it takes. So, you know, that piece of equipment is very expensive. It's not going to take much money for it to get to that. Having said that, The insurance company has assured me, Brett at TAC, that we do have coverage for it. It will cover the rental, but he warned me that the purchasing requirements do apply. So that's where the question is. And then the final question is, where do you want to run this through our financial statements? Do you want to run it through the maintenance barn budget? Do you want to run it through, I do not see the need to split that 4 ways and run it through each commissioner's budget. That's just extra work in accounting. I would say it needed to go through the maintenance barn budget, because that budget is what supports y'all's, supports your work that you do, and then the sheriff's cars.
That makes sense, accounting-wise.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to do it.
So what can we do today, if anything, and how quickly do we need to get this on an agenda?
I think we can go ahead today and approve the rental of this equipment. We just need to make sure that commissioners know that you cannot go over $50,000, because that will not meet the requirements. And then I think we may need to have a called meeting in order for us to, for y'all to raise your hand and approve this discretionary exemption to get that equipment fixed. Now, the gentleman's out there now, I think, so he may be, Judge Lee, it may be under $50,000, but on equipment that costs nearly $300,000.
Well, why don't, before we do anything there, let's get the final report out there today, and if I have to throw together a meeting today for Thursday, say,
Okay.
we can do that.
Okay. But even if we don't need a meeting Thursday, my recommendation to you is on our next regular court agenda, we go ahead and ask commissioners to approve accepting these exemptions in any case.
Okay.
It's available to us.
Okay.
I just can't find where we ever did it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take care of this one so we can lock in that rental. And we're thinking we only need it for 2 months. Oh,
Yeah.
this at this price, you could be at $50,000 if you went over 3 months.
I think we get a lot of it done in a month's time.
I'm hoping just a
Okay.
month.
All right. Well, then let's go ahead and approve this so you can get it lined up.
Just get everybody put their equipment and go and just do everybody's just
knock
ready.
it out.
Get it knocked out.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Dana, second by Jeff, to approve the rental of a chipping machine from Romco for $16,500 per month, plus delivery charges, to hopefully be paid back by county insurance claim. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
That was fast.